Welcome back to Studio 10.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. You know, some days you just need a little laugh. And this book here should give you a few. Southern as a Second Language. It's about the differences between the North and the South and how easy it is to misunderstand each other. We have the author Lisa Patton with us on Studio 10 this morning. So nice of you to join us.
Thank you, Cherish. Love being here. Love Mobile.
You wrote this book while you were planning a wedding, planning a honeymoon, planning a book tour.
Crazy.
Very busy. How did you get it all in?
I'm running on empty. I mean, I'm crazy, but it's, you know, sometimes when you just do it all at once, sometimes that gives you more energy. So that's the way I did it. But it was really fun, and I like you said, I do write with humor because I need humor in my life.
Yes, we all do.
And so my goal, I thought, for all three of my books is if I could give one laugh out loud moment to a reader, I feel like I will have accomplished my goal. And I think I have. I hope so anyway. Several, I hope.
Love that. Putting a smile on faces.
Yes, definitely.
Southern as a Second Language is your third novel, and this is basically, it's a continuation to Whistlin' Dixie in a Nor'easter. And you also said this could stand alone, though.
Yes. All three of my books can stand alone because although it's the third in the series, it was important to me that you be able to pick any one of them up, read them as a complete novel, and then if you want to go back and read the others, you can. So yes, but this is the final in the series.
And Lily Satterfield is your main character, so take us back and let's start where we start with Lily.
In Southern as a Second Language? Okay. She has a boyfriend who has moved down from the North, and she thinks that everything's going to be peachy, but the differences between them surface because, let's face it, Southern really is its own language down here. We don't want to see it, but we have our quirky things. Like one of the biggest to me was how Southerners hate confrontation. You know, we would rather run a marathon than be confrontational. And we hate to hurt people's feelings.
Right, that is very true.
You know, we're taught to be polite and nice, and sometimes if we're honest, we will say a little white lie to avoid hurting somebody's feelings. Well, Lily's boyfriend doesn't understand any of this, and so they're trying to make their way through. Of course, a novel isn't great without conflict. There's lots of fun conflict along the way, because that's the adjective I would use to describe all my books, is fun, because I take you on a fun adventure with Lily.
Lily's from the South, and her boyfriend Peter's from Vermont, from the North.
Yes.
So they have some conflicts there, but the conflicts are going to make us laugh.
I hope so. I mean, my biggest inspiration for comedy was Lucille Ball. I watched every single episode, knew every line of every word of every one. So my comedy is, Lily is, you know, I call them her misadventures. She's always getting herself into trouble, and it's calamity follows her wherever she goes. So yes, it's a lot of fun.
And based a little on your life too, and you have some ties to the South.
I do. You know, my father retired here to Mobile. I went to University of Alabama. So I was an innkeeper in Vermont for 3 years. So I think all first-time writers take an adventure they've been through and weave it into their first-time stories. So that's what I did on my first book, Whistlin' Dixie in a Nor'easter.
Okay, where can we meet you?
Well, thanks for asking. I'm going to be at the Bel Air Mall tonight at the Books A Million at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Have all my books, signing, I'll read a little bit from the book, and then tomorrow at Page and Palette over the bay in Fairhope, I'll be there from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. Same thing, I'll read and sign and just talk to everybody, because I love encouraging people who want to accomplish their dream and things like that. So I love to do that for people and talk to them about it. So I'd love it if people could stop by.
All right. Well, information is there on your screen. It's on our website now, fox10tv.com, on our Studio 10 page. Southern as a Second Language. That's the name of the book. Lisa Patton, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Cherish.